Welcome to the Jan Podcast, Season 2, Episode 25. I'm your host, Jan. But of course, how is everybody? It's a crazy day today for me, so I needed to get my podcast done a little bit early. So, yeah, here we are. Well, anyway, I have a peeve. Of course, that's my peeve. No, my peeve is when GPS lies. You know what I mean? Like the first time I went to my job that I work right now, I hit GPS because I work in a different city than I live. So I hit GPS to see, where it is. So I'm following it and it sends me out into this field of cows. I'm like, what in the fuck am I doing here? This is not the right address. Yeah, so GPS did not have it right. It took me, I think I was 20 minutes late getting there because I couldn't find it. And then everybody that was trying to go there was late. I mean, some of them were hours late. It was a mess. Took a little while before the GPS got fixed on that, but God, yeah, it would take you over the freeway into the field of cows instead of in the business area. It was kind of funny. And it was funny watching everyone else fall into the same pitfall that I did. I'm like, oh, did you end up in a field of cows? Yeah, how'd you know? Yeah, well, because I was in that field of cow 2 days ago. That's why. It's just kind of funny. But also the GPS, I've noticed when I have heavy traffic, my GPS will try to give me an alternate route and it'll tell me, "Oh, heavy traffic, take this route." And then I'll take it and most of the time it's pretty good, but boy, sometimes I'm like it sent me there was so much traffic on the main road, the main freeway that I go on or highway. It was basically bumper to bumper and it wasn't moving. And I was like, oh shit. So I crossed the freeway and went the back way. Because Alexa, because my GPS told me, hey, take the back route. And I'm like, okay. So I take the back route and the back route's just as bad, if not worse. I'm like, son of a bitch. How many other people are getting this bad information? I mean, eventually when you tell everyone to take the back roads are going to get backlogged, right? Jesus Christ. I was like, you lie. You lie, it was worse. Yeah, so can't really trust your GPS sometimes. I've seen stories where people are following GPS, I mean to the letter, like they can't pull off of what the GPS says they need to be doing and they drive right off into the water and shit. Can you imagine? You're trusting your GPS so much. Oh man. I don't think we're at that accuracy level. We're still kind of in the infant stage of all this stuff. So I mean, yes, it's been convenient, and I know GPS has been around for a while, but we're still in the infant stage of that. There's GPS is going to do a lot more later, but we need to we need to be patient and work through these little issues. That's fun, boy. The other day I was watching well, I kind of scroll on Instagram and Facebook every now and then, and when I do, I always notice all these takes from younger generations and even older, just different generations from Gen X about how much they dislike Gen X. And I just kind of laugh. I'm like, okay, because I never see Gen X videos going, I dislike millennial, I dislike boomer. I never see Gen X videos like that. I mean, maybe I miss them. I don't know. It's always like millennial and younger bitching about Gen X and how rude we are or how you should be this or you should be that. And I'm like, you do realize we don't give a fuck, right? I think that's what bothers them. It's kind of like everything just rolls off. We don't give a fuck. We're like, please. I had tougher shit than that when I was like 7. So go away. It's funny. You don't like us. Tough luck. We're going to run the world here soon enough. I mixed it up today. Instead of my mug root beer, I'm drinking pineapple Fanta. Yummy. All right, let's see. What was I going to talk about? Let me see. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I would think I was talking about my camera system that I have at work and how that image froze and stuff. But the system that I use is called Zmodo, Zmodo, and I've been using them personally. I have an NVR camera system, like eight cameras on my house, on my where I live, because people are thieves and this neighborhood's not the greatest. So I like to see what's going on, which Chupa has mastered now. She knows how to look at the camera on my monitor and she sees people and she knows exactly where they are now. It's pretty funny. It took her a little while to like put 2 and 2 together where they were. She started noticing things on there and she'd alert to it. She's like, "Hey," and then now she knows exactly where to run out to. It's pretty funny. and annoying at the same time. But Gizmodo, I've had this NVR for probably 20 fucking years and hasn't worked with a shit other than works great like at home. It doesn't usually fail like at home. I always have video. The NVR always records. So my biggest issue is I can't get it on the internet. Like I can't get it on my app, which is the whole point of having the motherfucker so I can watch when I'm not home. I mean, yeah, and every time I've ever called them, they've always given me the runaround, and it's always my fault. My phone's not updated, or or it's just some kind of bullshit. And now they've put these ads on before you can even get into the app. You have to watch this ad, and I'm thinking, man, if I just had an alert and I need to get into my goddamn app to see what's going on, I don't want to sit through a fucking ad. I was like, you know what? That's bullshit. So I hit customer service, and I'm like, man, that's bullshit. Well, we need to pay for blah, 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 blah. I go, yeah, but a forced ad at the beginning, what if I have an emergency and I need to look at it? And they're like, well, maybe you need a different system then. I'm like, you motherfuckers. That's what you give someone for 20 years of customers, that's your customer service for a 20-year user? Who cares? Go fuck yourself. Go find a different system. Fucking assholes. Goddamn bet I will. Fucking promise you that. I was pissed. I'm like, well, that's real professional. Okay, but I mean, I've already had 2 occasions where I needed to hit my camera to see what the hell was going on, and I had to wait through a fucking ad. You know how frustrating that is? And when you're in an emergency or you don't know what's going on, that ad is a long time. 60 seconds is a long goddamn time. When you think something's happening, yeah, it's a long time. It's very frustrating. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to start shopping around for something new, something better. I just didn't want to have to spend any more money on it. That's my problem right now. I'm like, times are tough. I just got $500 more a month I have to come up with, and I was barely making it as it is, and we didn't get a raise, and man, our freaking stocks are going up and down. Yeah, it just isn't a good time to not have money. Welcome to the world right now. Oh, shit. All right, what the fuck else was I gonna talk about? My muscles are freaking still hurting, man, and I've noticed they shrunk up to nothing, so it's like my arms are freaking flabby and shit, and it's killing me. And I have like no energy, and it's like the littlest things I try to do to exercise just wipe me out. I mean, I'm gonna keep trying, but just walking is hard enough, and I walk like 3 miles a day, so it's I get enough walking in, but I need to do more than just cardio. So I'm gonna start like mini weightlifting and some like tension exercises and stuff like that. So kind of work my way back into not being fatigued all the time, because now it's funny when you don't have the muscles anymore. The slightest little things wipe you out, and you don't have the energy to do anymore. You're like, I'm kind of tapped. I need to sit down. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I got to work my way back, and I'm working my way back. But I mean, how did I say? I was like, muscles are like credit scores. It takes forever to get the credit score that you want, right? And then you can lose that in like less than a month. It could be gone. Shunk. Yeah, muscles are just like that. It can be there one day, and fucking 2 weeks later, they're gone. That's exactly what happened. I was like, okay, it's gross. It's gross. I hate it, but it is what it is. Muscles be muscles, and I need more. Yarg. All right, what the fuck else was I going to talk about? I was actually, because the UFC thing in Washington, trashy as it was, I do like a good fight. There were actually a couple good fights in there, and there was actually a couple really bad ones. I was like, wow, that guy is cheating like a motherfucker. But I remember it takes me back to me and my dad when I was younger, and I mean before we moved, first house younger, so I'm under 12, 12 or under, and we would get home and we'd eat dinner and we'd sit back and mom would watch whatever show she wanted to watch, like Mannix or whatever was on. And when she was done with her, she'd go to bed. And my dad would get up because he never slept like a regular schedule, because his job, he was up and down, up and down. He's a firefighter. So he would be asleep and they'd have to go answer a fire. So his sleeping pattern was kind of fucked up, and he'd nap. So he'd get up and he'd wake me up, and we'd go into the living room and we'd watch the Saturday night fights, boxing. It was awesome. We'd watch Saturday night fights, and that was in the 70s. I remember watching Muhammad Ali box when I was little. It was amazing. That guy was something else. It was pretty cool. I mean, I remember all the boxers, but some of them stood out more than others. But the whole experience was pretty fun. Just the difference between boxing and wrestling, because we would also watch wrestling, and I can't remember what it was called at the time, but I'm pretty sure I saw The Rock's like uncle or something wrestling in there, because there was a Samoan in there, and he was a badass, and he'd make people bleed. I mean, when these guys wrestled, they were really beating the shit out of each other. There would be blood all over the place. So it wasn't like the stage crap they have now. They'd go in there and literally beat the shit out of each other. It was a whole different gang of wrestlers back then. But yeah, we'd watch that or we'd watch boxing, and I really liked boxing because it was more like finesse and quickness. It was, what I mean, as opposed to just raw, brutal strength. It was more like finesse and quickness. The quicker you were on your feet, the faster you could dodge. It was just really entertaining to me. And plus, I love watching two people just go at it and just see the raw power and athleticism. We'd watch the Saturday night fights in the summer, and then in the wintertime, they had what was called the midnight fights, and we'd watch those as well. So it was a lot of fun, and my dad would have loved the fucking UFC. He would have loved it. He'd have been all over that shit. He would have liked it, especially like the bare knuckle triangle cage. He'd have been all over that. Those are just brutal. But yeah, that's a memory that I have from my dad staying up and watching boxing. And I think even some of those, I remember watching it in black and white, especially the wrestling was in black and white, which means we were on a different TV. We weren't watching it in the living room. We were watching it on, I think mom had a smaller one in the kitchen. I mean, back then you only had a couple of channels and certain areas of your home got better reception than others. It's funny. Yeah, there was no cable then. That's when you did things the hard way. You actually had to get up to change the channel and shit. Very inconvenient, except if you have a kid. Hey, turn the channel 3. All right. Click, click, click. Fuck the old days. When TVs weighed 700 pounds. What the heck else was I going to talk about? Speaking of violence, I've been trying to watch, I've been trying to like binge watch The Boys because like their season's over now, or their show is over now. It's done. So I decided to binge watch. I'm going to binge watch 5 seasons worth. So I'm at season 2, about maybe 3 episodes in. Some episodes are better than others, and boy, superheroes can be really dirty motherfuckers. They're not so super. Talk about having flaws. But I mean, in the end, they're only human. But it's an interesting series. I really love Carl Urban, and him playing Billy Butcher. He's just amazing. I love him. Plus, one of the guys that's in it is Jack Quaid. That's Meg Ryan and Dennis Quaid's son. He's a pretty good actor. He's not bad. I mean, gosh, there's tons of people in it, but it's a pretty good series. It's pretty crazy, some of the stuff that's already happened. I'm like, what the fuck? There's a whole lot of what the fuck in that. I probably said what the fuck maybe 4 or 5 times every episode so far. or like, are you seriously? Like serious? Or are you serious? Seriously? Wow. Yeah, it's one of those. So I'll probably watch a little bit more this weekend. I'll probably get to at least the beginning of season 3, and then I'll work my way into season 4. But yeah, I mean, I already know what happens at the end because the internet, right? You can't miss anything on the internet. There's no secrets at the end of a movie. Like, if you don't go see it, you're screwed. Back when I was watching, well, it was The Empire Strikes Back. Isn't that when Vader tells Luke that he's his father? We're waiting in line to see this movie. We haven't seen it, right? It's the line was worse than the first time we went to go see Star Wars because there was no line at all. We got right in because no one knew what the fuck Star Wars was. But now that it was popular, the line was insane. So it was like taking forever to get in. We finally got like close up to the doors, and these 2 fucking assholes come out and go, "I can't believe Vader was Luke's father." I swear, he's lucky he almost got killed. The entire line there was like, "Shut the fuck up!" I was like, "Oh my god, how can you walk out and say that? That's fucked up, man." I personally wanted to go beat that guy's ass. I'm like, "You inconsiderate motherfucker." Yeah, how rude, huh? Jeez, man. The whole fucking theme of the entire movie, you just fucking walked out and said it and ruined it. Yeah, good times, good times. So I guess that was our social media back then. Yep. That's not good. I throw the ball for Chupa all the time. We'll spend hours doing that shit, but she can't catch it. Like when I toss it to her, she either lets it hit her in the head or she runs. And I'm like, we have the soft little balls, and I'll toss those, and she does the same thing. And I'm like, why can't you catch? You're a fucking dog. You're a dog. You're supposed to be able to catch. She can't catch. So I'm going to see if I can teach her to catch. Because we have a frisbee that she really loves. It's like a rubbery frisbee. And I think if she learns to catch that, she's going to be super excited to play with it. She likes playing with it. She just can't pick it up good. So if she could learn to catch it so it doesn't fall, then she wouldn't have such a problem picking it up. She could just catch it every time and bring it back. So I'm going to take one step at a time. We'll work on the little fuzzy balls that I have, little tiny ones, and I'll throw those to her and see if we can get those caught where she understands what I want her to do. So I'll let you know how that progresses. But yeah, I got to get off now because I got to go in for some cancer screening. Lovely. But yep. All right. Let's see. Spay and neuter, right? Adopt. Don't shop. Meh. Meh. And don't forget to get your boobies checked if you got them. But there's men that have it too. So, breast cancer is not just for women. It's for everybody now. Well, that's it. All right. I will talk to you all later next week. And check out The Boys if you haven't. It's actually a pretty interesting series. It's really graphic, though, I have to tell you. It's very graphic. Adult theme, please. No children. All right. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys next week, and I'll tell you about my peeve that I have for a traffic. It was a little incident that I think someone thought that they were fucking with someone that doesn't carry a gun. It's what I think, and I'll tell you about it next week. All right. Peace out and meh.